Good evening. My name is Forrest Goff, and this will be my final presentation for Project and Portfolio 5. The topics I'll be going over today are the benefits of CDMS, the benefits of cloud providers, the benefits of three-tier architecture. So we're going to start right off by going into CDMS and the benefits. We're going to start off with documents and folders. CDMS allows you to manage documents and files and folders similar to how you manage documents and files on your hard disk. So it's extremely similar to basically just using your own computer. So it's very user friendly in that way. The next is metadata. Metadata and searching, the most common types like files like a PDF, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel can all be indexed for a full text search. For workflow, CDMS has a great workflow engine that allows arbitrary self-defined workflows. Moving on. It's simple. CDMS is extremely simple to learn how to set up and use, and there's also a lot of informative tutorials out there. So it's pretty simple for basically anybody to just go ahead and pick it up and learn really fast. It has a great user interface. It's very relaxing and easy to navigate. And it's very simple to find everything on the page. The last one for it is it's free. It's a great, widely used, highly rated database management system that is completely free to use. It's one of the top rated management systems on pretty much every site that I looked at. All right, moving on to cloud providers and the benefits of them. The first one is going to be efficiency and cost reduction. By using cloud technology, you don't have to spend near as much money on purchasing and maintaining equipment, which drastically reduces business costs. Also, most cloud companies come with their own form of IT support, so you don't have to depend on having a huge IT support team to rely on. Also, downtime is extremely rare, so you don't have to spend even more time and money fixing issues if a potential problem arises. Next is data security. In today's day and age, cybercrime is a huge problem, and cloud providers offer advanced security features that can almost guarantee that data is securely stored and handled. Next is scalability. Using cloud providers can allow to easily and quickly scale up or down your IT department depending on business demands. If business increases, it's as simple as pressing a few buttons to increase your cloud capacity without having to invest in a larger physical infrastructure. Next up is mobility. With cloud computing, you can allow access to pretty much any mobile or any smartphone or any device for work. Great example of this is the amount of people currently working from home during COVID, or how everybody, the majority of people, I guess, at Full Sail are all going to school online. Having 24/7 access to your worker data basically anywhere you go or wherever you are is a great benefit. Control. Cloud computing allows companies to have complete visibility and control of their data, while at the same time streamlining work with data access. Instead of having multiple copies of the same document being worked on by multiple people, you can just have a single document being worked on by everybody at the same time. Competitive edge. Moving to cloud computing allows you to be ahead of your competitors that haven't switched to it yet by giving you the benefits of everything I've already mentioned and more. Now we're going to move on to the benefits of three-tier architecture, starting off with maintainability. Since each tier is independent of the other two tiers, updates or changes can be carried out with affecting the whole application, which is great. Next is flexibility. With each tier being able to be managed or scaled independently, flexibility is hugely increased. And availability. Applications can exploit the architecture of enabling systems using scalable components, making it way more available. than a two or single tier architecture. Faster development. Because of the division of tiers, for example, a web designer can work on presentation, while a software engineer is working on application, and a database administrator is working on data models. And they won't interfere with each other at all. And that's pretty good. Scalability. Since tiers are based on the deployment of layers, scaling out an application is much more easier and far more straightforward. And performance. Since the presentation tier can cache requests, network utilization is minimized and the load is reduced on the application and data tiers. Pretty much every tier can be load balanced, which leads to a pretty big increase in performance. So that was my presentation. If there's any questions, and those are my sources. So now we'll be moving on to the showing off of the what we've been working on all month. So I'm going to go and start, get my public IP for my hub proxy server. I'll put it in here. Already accepted the certificate, so that's not what I wanted to do. I remove the exception. It gives me the warning page. If I click advanced, view certificate, you can see the certificate that we set up. If I accept the rest and continue. So right now it looks like I'm on CDMS3. Let's refresh that a few times. You can see that it doesn't change servers. Okay. I'm already signed in. So I will add a subfolder. Add subfolder. Oh, sorry. Test. That works. You can add a document. I have one created already. Test file. Open. Add document. Both of those files are right there. All right, so let's open up our stats page. See our stats. So right now all of the servers are up. I'm on CDMS3. So I will go ahead and stop that one. So refresh. Looks like the server's going down. Refresh again, and the server's gone down, and I go over here, refresh, and it switches over to CDMS2. I'll refresh that a few times. It's staying on the same server. I will go ahead and go shut down CDMS2 now. Refresh. Looks like the server is shutting down. And the server shut down. And we refresh again. And we're on CDMS1. And I still have access to those files because they're on the same database. All right, thank you very much. I learned a lot this month. And happy holidays.